It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The Cowboys at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling this flag on that one.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
19 Lions.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Alvin Kamara, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Jackson, options out left. The quick feet by Jackson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Come on.
They'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Seven, 7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
18, rattle.
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb, and he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Go.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Aguilar in motion left. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They go play action with Jackson.
Pass out left finds Kohler.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. And Jackson throwing once more. A short throw caught by Andrews. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
To throw again is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down in the yard. Here's Jackson.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Here's 3rd and 9. In motion, Aguilar.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, 28 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
Left side to Lamb.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The quick feet by Jackson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson.
That went into the hands of Flowers.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing is Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's finally out of bounds, but he gets it to the 25. What a return.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
79 Broncos. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard
60
line.
back, Jack. 60 back. Come on, come on.
He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to Crowder?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. To throw is Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. In motion, Aguilar. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Jackson to throw.
Got his target. That's Kohler.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That's good for a
19
Cowboys.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down and 6 now.
Let's go now. Ready, ready?
They'll look to throw here.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
2nd and 9 now.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
In motion goes the tight end. Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off.
And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Deuce Vaughn, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption. Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Aguilar in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Henry. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Arlington. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. They go play action with Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Jackson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
18, pioneer. 18, rattle. 18, rattle. Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's go. Check go.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Curve 19. Curve 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jackson to Henry. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Jackson to throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now Jackson. Over the middle, connecting with Kohler.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Jackson.
He completes it to Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Throwing. Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.